Hey guys, EBPMAN here, and in today's video, we're going to take a look at true wireless earbuds that are going to give you 10 hours of battery life with a total of 32 using the case. These are the ZMI PurPods Pro, and they have active noise canceling and transparency too. You're going to want to watch this video. Let's go ahead and check them out. Now, the ZMI PurPods Pro support Bluetooth 5.2, and they have 3 mics for calls and noise canceling. And you heard it right, 10 hours per charge. And one of the cool things about it is that not only do they support 10 hours per charge, but you can use them independently. So you can have one in the case and then just use one in your ear. Now, they probably are the fastest connecting earbuds that I've ever tested when it comes to switching them, right? So as soon as I take them out of the case and I'm about to put them in my ear, they're connected. They connect very fast, which is also really cool. Now, if you are, let's say, in a bind where you've used these for 10 hours or close to 10 hours and you're running out of power, 5 minutes in the charging case is going to give you 4.5 hours of usage, which is pretty spectacular. And keeping in mind that with the case, you're going to get a total of 32 hours, and they're Qi charging compatible too. Now, from an IPX rating perspective, they're IPX4 rated, which is going to be great for you, especially if you like working out in the gym. Now, as I mentioned also, they support ANC and transparency mode. So they're really super packed with features, and they also have a great app too, which we'll see in the review. Now, make sure you stick around for the entire video so you can hear the call quality and the audio test that you can hear at the very end, which are EBPMAN style. So you're going to have doorbells, dogs barking, you're going to have also children crying in the background, wind blowing, a face mask test as well. So we're going to give you a really good sense of how these sound for calls, and then also we're going to do our audio test so you're going to be able to hear also what kind of bass they have as well as mids and highs. Now, inside the box, you have your ZMI PurPods right here. You have multiple earpieces, and then you have a USB-C cable. Now, the case supports Qi charging. As soon as we put it here on this charger, you'll notice that it lights up. So you see this little logo right here indicating that it's charging, which is really cool. In addition to Qi charging, it does have USB-C charging connected here. As you open these up, these instantly pair. So very similar to what you would see in the AirPods and some of the Samsung line, where you open it up and it pairs as soon as you open up the case. So the case is pretty reminiscent, I would say, to what you find with the AirPods Pro. And then as you open them up, you can see your earbuds. Taking these out, well, first of all, the case right here is magnetic, so they're not going to come out. So everything is nicely locked, and they do start up incredibly fast. They start up super fast. Now, these have the long stem model, so you can see the long stem. You can see the charging contact points right there. And again, as you wear these, let me show you how they look. These, because they're a little bit longer, they have probably a little bit longer footprint, but they don't really stand out that much. You can see just a bit of it coming out on the sides here. Let me turn to the right and then turn to the left. And these, I would say, they're kind of a hybrid between the AirPods Pro and the standard AirPods. They don't go really deep in your ear canal, so they kind of sit on it, but they do give you some good, I would say, passive noise canceling. So when they are sitting in your ear, they're basically not really deep in, but they're not also all the way out. It's kind of hard to explain what the fit is like. But still very comfortable. Now, you could switch to ear taps if you'd like to get a better seal, or maybe even potentially get a deeper seal if that's something that you would like. Overall, again, the fit is really good. Now, as we start thinking about the overall audio quality, the audio quality on these is very good as well. So you have bass, mids, and highs are present. There's nice music separation. They perform extremely well. But one of the things that I really like about these earbuds is the fact that the app itself is pretty feature-rich. You do have active noise canceling. You also have transparency mode, and you have a few other features that we're going to see in a second. Now, as we take a closer look at the app, you'll see that the app is packed with features. Check this out. You have active noise canceling that you can turn on, and you get this little audio chirp, and you can actually hear the difference from the active noise canceling. You can turn it off. You can turn on ambient sound, which is going to give you, again, a hearing ability to hear everything that's going around you. So it's using the mics to pump in some audio into your ears. You also have wind canceling as well, and it kind of has like this little bright chirp to it, letting you know that you're there. You have also here the ability to have bass or balanced audio. You have adaptive sound. You then also have adaptive ANC. That's also really nice, which is going to kind of take a sound sample and then adjust as best as it can to cancel out noise. It also has in-ear detection, right? So you can enable that, And again, that's going to help you with auto pause and some of those features that you would expect come from an in-ear detection. You have shortcuts, you have find your device, you can name them, and then you also then have a firmware update. So pretty balanced app, right? Gives you a lot of capabilities, lets you know how your battery life is going and how your case is going. And again, for all these features, ambient noise, noise canceling, wind canceling, it's pretty feature rich. Now we're going to do our call quality test, but this time in a really quiet environment. As you can look at our decibel readings, anywhere between 19 to 22 decibels in noise. It's going to switch. Now this is what the call quality will sound like when making a phone call on the PureBuds Pro in a quiet environment. This is a test. 1, 2, 3. This is our test. Now we're going to add some wind to this environment. Now we're adding some wind to our call quality test with the PureBuds Pro. This is what they sound like with wind in the environment. Now this is what the call quality would sound like with the PureBuds Pro wearing a face mask. This is the test. 1, 2, 3. This is the test. Now we're switching to a much noisier environment, still wearing the PurePods Pro. And as you can see by our decibel readings, anywhere between 40 all the way up to 78.8 decibels in noise. What we're going to do is we're going to switch and we're going to stay quiet for a bit, see how much is canceled, and then we'll continue with the test. Let's go ahead and switch. Now this is what the call quality would sound like making a phone call in a noisier environment using the PurePods Pro. This is a test. 1, 2, 3. This is our test. Now we're continuing our test with the PurePods Pro with an infant crying in the background. This is what they would sound like with an infant crying in the background. Now we're continuing our test with the PurePods Pro with the dog barking in the background. This is what they would sound like if there was a dog barking in the background. Now our last test is with the doorbell ringing in the background. This is what they would sound like with the doorbell ringing in the background. Now we're going to do our audio test, so make sure that you're wearing some headphones or earbuds so you can hear how they sound.
This is a good day as any.
So guys, that wraps up our review of the ZMI PurePods Pro. See you in the next one.